Next Level Mindset bringing you another powerful and positive video. Let's talk about UFOs, government secrets exposed. I'm going to give some insight, research that I've done on that. And if you stay with me through to the end of this video, I've got an extra bonus tip off the script. You will not get this anywhere else. Let's get into it. So what's really going on in our open skies, our airspace? A lot of people really want to know. These are just a few things, insights, PowerPoints that stood out for me. Let me know in the comments what stands out most for you. And if you're new, my name is Stevon. Thank you for checking out the channel. So the first PowerPoint that I want to share on this is that UFOs does not necessarily mean that it's extraterrestrial. Keep that in mind. Not necessarily that it's alien, even though there's a lot of evidence that could prove that. In fact, there's a congressman right here that talks about it. This article is from Newsweek, and according to this report, this congressman believes that the U.S. government has found alien UFOs. A U.S. congressman recently said that he believes the U.S. government has found alien UFOs in the past, following reports of several unidentified flying objects being shot down. And the truth be told, we really don't have to believe that. If you know anything about Roswell and the different history on that, there's definitely evidence that could prove it either way. There's also evidence, according to the Pentagon, releasing different statements, things that really never happened before. If you think back a few years ago, we really never had open discussions on the possibility of extraterrestrial life, and the Pentagon speaks on this. Now, this clip right here was taken from Joe Rogan, one of his guests by the name of Machio. I'm not going to go for the last name. I don't want to say that wrong. But let's check out and see what he had to say. Check this out.
Well, the Pentagon has listed, I think, 5 different options. One option, of course, is that they're weather balloons or something that's an artifact of our space program. Maybe a piece of rocket that is plunging back into the Earth's atmosphere. They happen, and they have to be looked at very carefully. But the last option is other, and that's why you have to take them seriously.
Right there, that's enough. That's enough. So right there, according to that, the Pentagon is even admitting that even though they don't classify it, they say that it may be balloons, and the fact that it needs to be something, that it could be something other, right? And that it needs to be taken serious. Not so serious as to go into fear, and I'll talk more about that coming up in a minute. But I remember growing up, and when I was in high school and different things like this were starting to come out, never really took it too serious. But now, as I'm beginning to get older and beginning to look at these things, it's definitely something worth investigating. So that's one of the things that stands out for me. Just because it's UFOs, unidentified flying objects, you got a UAP, unidentified aerial phenomenon. There's all different types of names, right? They might as well just call them spaceships at this point, right? There's definitely something to keep in mind, that it does not necessarily mean that it's extraterrestrial and alien or out of this world, but it could be. And that's one thing that we need to keep in mind when we talk about UFOs, secrets of the government exposed. What do they really know, and what can we find out? The second PowerPoint is the fact that there are always a prime directive. I love this. Watch Star Trek, and it's just like that right now. They know that they can only share so much. Some of you may have young children that you know you're not going to tell them so many things, right? I remember growing up with my 2 sons, certain things that I would never share with them because of a certain prime directive. And it's the same thing. So think about that when you begin to do your research on what's really going on with these UFOs and secrets of the government exposed. Are they within prime directives? Is that why they're not really telling us the full truth? Are they really telling us everything? There's something to think about. So with the advancement of these technological advances that's coming out, there's always what we call a prime directive, a certain limitation on what can be shared, not really wanting to share too much. Some people just can't handle it. There's some people who really can't handle certain levels of truth. But if you're like me, we want to go to that next level. And if you're part of the family, you already know that's how we like to do it to get it done. We want to go to the next level in everything that we do. Next level mindset. That's where it's at. If this is your first time here and you want to stay empowered, motivated, and inspired with us on the next level, hit that subscribe button and join the family. We'd love to have you as a part of Next Level community. Gotta tell you about my brand new upcoming single. For those of you who follow my music, It's called God's Time. I'm giving away a free download copy of my single God's Time. Go to Take It to the Altar Music. Leave us an email. We're building our fan base. I want to get that to you. I'm excited about that. And while you're doing that, go on over to Spotify. Stream my brand new single. It's out right now everywhere. Everywhere your music is streamed. It's called Nobody. You can get it on the Amazon site. Put that on your favorite Spotify playlist. Do that with the links in the description. So why are they here? You ever heard about Roswell? They captured the aliens, stole some of their technology. They got ships right now in certain places, alien ships that they put up and they're studying, reverse engineering all the technology. How do you think we got our smartphones and all this stuff? So is it possible that they are our ancient ancestors? It's time, okay? They're already here. They've already been connected. Remember that movie? I'll never forget that movie, First Contact. Some way they want to communicate and let us know. They got the technology to be evaded. They got the technology to not be seen. It was on purpose. They did this on purpose. They want us to know that they are out there. They want us to know the evolution of mankind is coming. And even the government. I heard somebody on one of those news channels said there was an intelligence failure. Okay, don't fall for it. It was not an intelligence failure. They got the intelligence. What they want to do is easy and slowly get this information out to us so that we won't be totally blown away when the full truth is revealed. There are certain prime directives that are in place that allows them to only be able to say so much. And even myself, I'm under a spiritual prime directive. I can only say so much. So that's why I'm saying there's nothing to fear about it, because the time is coming. If you look around on the planet, and I put together a couple of things for you to look at, but look at what's going on. Look at how we're just using up our resources. I always say individual responsibility is the only thing that's going to lead to global accountability. So the more we take responsibility for ourselves, the only way you can save the world is by saving you. You are the only world that needs to be saved. You are the only self that needs to be saved. The more we come together and become responsible individually, could it be possible that the intervention is because it's time for us to start taking responsibility for what we're doing in this earth, for what we're doing personally in our individual lives. Now listen, the media, they're gonna have fear. They're gonna tell you intelligence failure. They're gonna put so much fear involved. But I want to encourage you that we have nothing to fear. God is always love. And if whether you call it God, whatever name you want to use, this higher power, this higher intelligence is always in control, always love. Now, I would tell y'all about the next level merchandise, the hoodies and the coffee mug and all of that, but I'm not gonna do that. Links is in the description. What I will say is that we have nothing to fear. I always say that fear is false evidence appearing real. Okay, we have to have faith to face that fear, realizing that the facts always overcome fear. Get the facts, get the knowledge, get that wisdom and understanding. Make sure you watch this video again, share it with your friends and family, hit that like button. Algorithm signals, people will say this video, OMG, this video, it's worth watching. If you hit the like button and do that. Now, if I do decide to keep this up and they don't delete it, you'll see 2 more videos come up on the screen. Click the one that makes the most sense for you right now. Either way, you're going to be enlightened and definitely empowered to go to the next level. Stay blessed and positive. Nothing that needs to be done in our lives that together we cannot do. I'll see you on that UFO.